Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be. I am making a motion to use this video to help change your life, bring some awareness to your world, right? And so I have a whole bunch of notes and things that I have created to share with you today. My name is Jazz Lee, and I am coming to you from California, from the Bay Area. Most of you know me. I am a business owner, a multiple business owner throughout the years. I've been in business, I believe, about 35 years, right? And just speaking from a lot of experience. But today in particular, using my expertise and my business know-how, my business savvy, I just wanted to impart some words to you that may help with some of the challenging things that you're facing in your life, right? And so I am coming before you as a lifestyle success coach. I am from the lifestyle movement of I Am Mastery Academy. And let me just say that I would like to welcome you to the space. I'm glad each and every one of you are able to view this video. I hope you get something valuable from it, and leave any comments that you can that would help me to help you for the next video as well. And I'm surely hoping by the end of my chatting with you guys today that you learn something, that you maybe come to the realization of where you have been in your life, and maybe some things will open up to you as to how you can go forward. Okay, so let's get started. I know very many people, including myself, have gone through life being told that, you know, as a citizen in America, where I'm from, but around the world, internationally, that, you know, you were to grow up, pretty much go to college, hopefully make some money, take that money and get yourself a house and, you know, a couple of pets and be fruitful and have children, and you'll be successful. And as I'm assuming the majority of you have either figured out, or you're along the journey and maybe need to be alerted and woken up, you'll find that things are not as easy as they seem. They are not as forward as it should have been. It should have been, you know, A plus B equals C, and you'll arrive. And the older you get in life, you know, after your 20s or so, you begin to realize there's a real world out here. There's people that are not in your corner. Your careers, your jobs are at stake. And as we're coming into this world now, realizing that pandemics and things can also take a full adjustment and a take back of people's lives, you realize how insignificant your life and your finances have become, right? So I have a lot of notes. I'm going to read just some topics and bullet points from them and expand on them, and hopefully impart some information to you today. Okay, so I am again proud and happy to be before you. I am overwhelmed in my life with joy and bringing new things, new businesses, new ideas, and mindsetting to myself, you know, personally, and mindsetting for you. In other words, opening up your minds to see a better future, that there's a better way. And I need you so much to gravitate to this, you know, gravitate to whatever it means in your life, right? So go ahead and get started. Some of the questions I have is, have you ever just really thought that you were never going to get ahead? Now that you've been in the middle of what you're doing and you've kind of feel some way about it, do you feel like you'll never get ahead? How can you possibly reach retirement? Your health may be at stake. Your finances are just not looking right, even on a daily basis, a monthly basis, and you're worried, but you're stuck. You know, how many of you feel stuck, right? And all of those emotions are real, they're true, they are happening to you. And the best thing that I can share is it's time to take that inventory seriously. Don't just feel it sometimes and then move on. Oh, tomorrow's tomorrow, I'll feel better after I get some sleep or some rest. No, I need you to really take it in, you know, maybe sit with yourself for, you know, 10 minutes and really think things through. Jot just ideas down, right? Just write on a piece of paper at your leisure, right? How are you feeling today? How have you been feeling the last 5 years, the last 10 years of your life, right? What happened to the youth that you wanted? What happened to running again? What happened to riding a bicycle again or taking a trip someplace? What happened to, I'm not going to be in this predicament again, and tell my children that they, can't have the things that they ask for, right? There's got to be a better way. There has to be a better way. But I've noticed in my life as well, if you don't get situated and begin to think and forward focus, things stay exactly the same. And you will be average in your life. You'll make average decisions that you don't even know there's better ways to do a lot of what you do, or better ways to think about how you think, right? And if you don't focus on this stuff, you are going to find that towards your retirement, towards getting 10 years older and another 10 years older, you'll die average. I didn't want that for my life. I never have since I was a little girl. And that is why I strove to, be in the financial business realm, small business realm, right? But even in my small business ventures, which I love, it's intimate and I work with people. What I also still find is that my money is only so much. My time is just so invaluable to me. And for me personally, I need sleep to get through my days and focus with others, stay on schedule, stay on task, right? And so the reason I'm coming before you is because I've lived the 35 years or so just grinding in this area where I have had to learn what it takes to get ahead and get that extra focus and stop being average, right? And so there is a better way with help. Sometimes I call it the light bulb, it just seems like all these things. And then one day when somebody just says it a little different, puts a little spin on it, a tweak on it, you're like, wow, I never saw it that way, or I really never slowed down to focus, right? And so let's all together get out of that rat race, right? That rat race is a very big category, right? Let's get out of that. Get into your head a little bit, bring in the focus into your heart, your space. I am Christian. I have been Christian my whole life. I am around others that are other religions. I love every single entity that is moving about me. However, I personally focus and will be coming to you from my Christianity, from my God, right? Leading me to be able to share with you as a mentor today and as a success coach to help lead your journey, right? I'm going to say ahead of time, I love each and every one of you for listening and taking the time to be in my space and the time to feel my pain and feel my growth and feel my sharing ability. I know everybody is online. Everybody's doing everything about every topic, right? I don't want to talk about every topic. I just want to talk about what works and what makes you feel better. Because if you don't feel better for, let's say, up to 100 years, well, what kind of a life is that? What kind of a lifestyle is that? To be miserable, to be unsure, uneasy, unkind to others, faithless, unhealthy, right? And so let's stop the rat race. Let's stop the losing. Let's stop being average, stop being behind schedule, right? You don't need a whole bunch in your life to feel fulfilled, right? Because didn't God make you his own, to be desired, to be special? As I say to people, in a toolbox, there's everything you need, right? Everything you need should be in this toolbox, right? So whatever tool you need for whatever part you need to fulfill can be done. Well, I'm a woman, and I understand that my toolbox was equipped with glitter and unicorns, right? And the reason I say that is because in my world, in the beauty industry, it has a little bit of flash and flare and bling. And I feel that I personally bring some bling to the table, right? I don't like being boring. but I don't want to be the life of the party all the time either. And all eyes are looking at me. It's not about me. It's about what's inside of me that brings out something else in others. And that's what we're here for today, right? And so I say all that to say to you that you matter. I want to see you grow outside of who you've even been. Don't be average. You don't have to be excessive. Don't get me wrong. You don't have to be over the top and excessive and not reachable and approachable. Don't have to do that. But what you do have to do is put your best foot forward and stop relying upon others to show you the way. Stop doing that. Your life and your commitment to your God and to your universe is far more important than your job making you a slave and telling you what to do for 8 hours, 4 hours, 12 hours a day. And then all you do is get up and do it again, right? It's very uncomfortable. In my career, my beauty industry career, I live for Tuesdays, right? I start my job on Tuesday and I typically end it on Saturday. So I know that on Tuesday, it's Bob's turn to get a haircut, right? And then I live for Saturday to be done so I can go home. But it shortens your weekends because you're thinking about Tuesday again, or in your case, thinking about Monday morning, getting up and hitting the alarm clock, right? So like I mentioned in my career, I always wanted more. In my career, I wanted to be blessed financially. In my career, I wanted to give back to my parents. I wanted to purchase a home for them, right? And let them get out of some of their misery that they couldn't step outside of themselves and see that their lives were average, not exceptional. We got one lifetime, you all, one lifetime, one body and one mind to be exceptional. And I need you to listen and get in here and learn something and feel what I'm saying, because I don't want my words to go void, right? I want you to recommit. I want you to recommit to yourself right now that today is the last day you are going to be the same as today, right? But to change by tomorrow morning, by tomorrow evening, whatever time it is where you're from listening, you're going to have to make a change right now. So I need you to get a piece of paper, and as I'm sharing and as you're listening to me, right? I need you to just brainstorm, just start jotting down how you feel. And by the time you write all that down, I want you to get in your bed or get up this morning and have your cup of coffee and read it again before the day starts or before you go to bed tonight. And as you read, take in every single word you wrote down, good or bad. If it's been the worst, you were homeless, you're into a drug addict, and you want to get free. You're tired of living where you live and you want to move to a beautiful home or a new space or out of the country or a different state, right? In the United States. Read it again. And at the end of your piece of paper, you write down how you can change starting tomorrow morning or tonight before you go to bed. What 5 things can you do? And make them simple, make them action steps that you literally can progress with, not something that you read and you're over it and you put it to the side, right? Because you've been doing that your whole life, because you've been average. You have been average, and that is not accepted. That's not acceptable. I will be here to listen to your comments. I am here to plug in any information that I have. If I do not know something, I will go get the answers for you. I will lead you in the right direction, right? My whole career, I'm very clear on talking to someone that I'm doing some business with. And if I don't have the answer, I don't leave them hanging, right? I don't make them feel like, well, what a waste of time that was. She didn't say anything. right? She didn't tell me what to do or she forgot. No, so I'm making it my mission today because this video is heartfelt and coming to you from my own place, my own space, and my own growth. I need you better and I need you exceptional. Okay. I want to talk a little bit about money. We're not going to talk much about that today. But what I do want to talk about is it does not take a lot of money for you to become a millionaire, right? I have clients that say, oh, what have you been up to? I'm like becoming a millionaire, right? So a lot of you know me. You know what I do for a living, or you know that I've been in business all these years, right? So you know that in my day-to-day life, in my career, in my lifestyle of this career, I may not have $1 million before me, right? But I've been growing my money now. I've been attempting to add additional businesses that are generating passive income or residual income to my portfolio, right? I do have a brick and mortar, more than one brick and mortar, right? And those are things that I have to focus on every day. I literally have to come to work every day. And like I say, I've been doing that for 30 plus years. And I'm proud. I'm so proud. But I was tired of exchanging my time for money. If I show up sick, I don't get paid. If I leave half a day, I don't get paid. If I do one client and go home and take a break and go to lunch with someone, I don't get paid. Then I turn around and take the little bit of money that I made and I turn around and I spend it on gas. I spend it on groceries. I spend it on going to a nice dinner with someone. I spend it on a vacation. So over the years, I've entered into several businesses that have allowed me to make additional money for myself, right? For myself. And I'm asking you to do the same, okay? So it doesn't take a lot of money. You can use your paycheck, whether you work at a grocery store, whether you work for some corporate firm and you're making quite a bit of money, right? But you are also spending that money. And typically when people work for corporate offices and things like that, or heads of corporations and things like that, they're starting to spend a lot more money than they save. They're spending a lot more money in areas that if they sat down to this and thought about their averageness, they turn around and become exceptional and write it down and have a plan of action. And as I call it, putting yourself down on your own neck. Some people don't have husbands. Some people don't have a boss that's up next to you. Some people are free to do whatever they want to do. And that's easy in this lifetime. That is average. It takes a special person, an exceptional person to put their foot on their own neck and say, okay, it's enough with spending, or I've done too much in this area and I need to rope myself in because you know what? I do want a future. I want a great future. I want to have finances in my pocket and have something to speak of and leave a legacy behind of all of the years that you have lived to show everyone that you could. And you know what? It matters. When people say it doesn't matter what people think, yes, it does. I am again in the beauty industry. I'm telling you, for someone to come in and get beautified and update their look, and as soon as they walk out the door and get to the car, and as the cars pass, people saw and smiled. Well, you're trying to leave a legacy of smiles behind, happiness for you, people proud of you, people who did not know you. They watched the confidence that you walked with, right? It matters when it's time for God to call you in and everyone saw you. It matters, you all. So all I'm here to say today is take inventory of yourself, your physical needs. How are you? I'm asking you to manifest and write down starting now what you want. I don't care if it doesn't seem attainable. Write it down. Go get yourself some kind of an organizer or journal and begin to write down things in there that makes you feel comfortable, right? And make a change. And then stick with it. Little at a time. I don't care if you fall off a little. You cannot allow yourself to fall off forever because then you're average when you get to the end. And what if your end was today? What if God calls you home today? As Grant Cardone says, what if you only had 501 more Wednesdays left? How does that feel? That's some finality. And I guarantee you, I mean, with 100% certainty, I guarantee you, it does not feel good that you did not satisfy to your own self what matters. The money you wanted to make, the trips you wanted to take, the last time you wanted to kiss your kids, the last time you wanted to tell your husband and your family that you love them. Not the last time that you stop at this business. I want several, and I want that passive income and that residual income to continue to work for me. I want to leave behind a legacy for my family. Me personally, I want to get that home for my parents, that wraparound porch for my mom that she loves, right? Some of you all, like me, have pets. Most people have pets. Not even just people. It's nice to have your pets have a nice home, right? For them to stop being so boxed up and sheltered, for them to have a better yard, for them to have a better kennel, for them to maybe take trips with you because you never had the chance to, or your car was too small, or you couldn't put them on a plane and you're scared that your car is going to break down, even put them in there and take a journey down the road. This extends to kids, to the dogs, to the cats, to your birds. It matters that you're happy first. Then you can see the light for them, right? I need your light to shine. Mine shines glitter and rainbows and unicorns. God gave me that in my toolbox, and I do try to use it. But I use it on me first, though. I use it on myself. And the reason that I'm able to use it on myself is because when I go to bed at night, I know tomorrow I'll have more willpower when I wake up. I've had some sleep. A lot of people don't sleep much, neither do I. I try, right? And get that 8 hours in as best we can. But I know that God got me. I know that my dreams and my wishes will come true, and there's no giving up. There's no giving up now. There's no accident that I even came to you today. God has been pruning me and helping me with my glitter and my unicorns and rainbows all this time. So when I go to bed, not every night, but when I go to bed, I say, I got to give it to God because I only could do what I could do today. Life is tough. But you got to have that higher power that helps you and guides you. You got to keep talking to him. You have to keep writing. You have to keep having goals. Like here behind me, it says, give it to God and go to bed. You can't solve everything in life. You cannot solve what other people do. You cannot solve how everything works out. But the least that you could do is control the majority of it and control your life in the direction that you want it to go. My mentor, Charles, always says, follow a GPS, just like a GPS. It has an address. There are no deviations. There could be a car accident. There could be a detour turn, right? But that destination is always to the same coordinates every single day, every single time, unless you change it. Pick a destination. Go like there's no other. And get there. And write it down. And write it down. And write it down. Remember that I'm talking to you. Come back to this video if you need to for some reassurance. Reach out to me in the area and let me know that, it's resonating with you. Or let me know that you watched this video more than once and it hit hard some kind of way, right? And you want more for your life and you're tired of being average and you're tired of struggling and tired of not making any money, right? Take the money that you make from your job. Tell yourself you want to turn it into retirement income and not the money they give you for the 8 hours or the 10 hours or the 12 hours that you work. Make the money work for you. You take it, turn around and put it back into a business like I do to grow my money so that I do have enough once I get to older age. My granddaughter now is almost 13, making sure I make enough for her so that if I'm gone, she's fine. And maybe her children are fine as well, right? Okay. I have now become a professional trader. I trade Forex and cryptocurrency. I don't have a lot of free time, so I'm not trying to hear that you don't have time. You have to make a decision. You have to say, I'm all in and I'm sick and tired of looking at what I wrote down on the paper, right? Or in your journal. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I trade my lifestyle. If I'm busy with clients throughout the day, after hours and the door closes and the close sign goes on, I can trade for 1 minute and I can trade for a lifetime. And as long as you can make $1 back from trading and learn how, and people like me to guide you in the right direction, you can make that $1 out of that market. You can make $1 million out of the market. Take your money from your regular day job and put it back into something that is for you and a skill that no one can take away from you. Stop being average. Stop just working for some company that's just having you slave. You're just a modern day slave. You're a modern day slave for someone. They tell you when to leave. They tell you when to come back. They tell you when you can take a lunch. That's not acceptable. You need to be free. So I come to you with all of this knowledge, heartfelt energy, bringing you some peace to know that there's more and that you can lean on me if you need to. If you would like to know how to get into trading, how to earn while you learn, how to make profit quickly, and then turn it and turn it and turn it again, then you have come to the right place. And again, I thank you for listening and being here. You're valuable. You're my new exceptional friend. And let's just see you on the other side. Life is so much better. Finish out this lifetime. Whenever God calls you on your final day, let it be a grand day that everybody saw you smile. Everybody saw your heart, and everybody saw that your spirit was so genuine and you put your best foot forward to be exceptional. So again, I thank you for listening. I'll see you again. If you have anything else you want to talk about within the space of growth, purpose, and financial freedom, drop that in the space as well and let me know what you're thinking, and I will be much obliged to respond to as many as I can. I will always list and know who's talking and who's asking for certain things or who needs some more special time to share. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.